presentation for you. So last week we talked about foods that you need to delete, foods that don't serve you anymore, foods that it's time to eat less of or not at all, ones that were great when we were little kids, maybe back in the day when we didn't realize that sugar causes a lot of inflammation, but and causes diabetes and other problems. But now it's hard to break the habit. So I help you break the habit by using the body code. So we had one volunteer last week. If anybody wants to volunteer this week, if there's a food that you want to have that you want to eliminate that doesn't serve you anymore, please enter something in the chat and I'll pick it up and I'll do it for you right now on this call. So and here's my website. You see balanceharmonyjoy.com, and you can go on that and read about our services and what we do. Okay. So what causes foods to, what is it? What's the mechanism that has us delete foods that no longer serves us? Pretty amazing. Well, you've heard about emotional eating. Well, it's a real thing. What we do here at the Body Code is that we identify emotions that you carry over from when you were younger. Let's say you're 8 years old and you had a trauma in your life, or something happened, a relative died, a pet died, you got bullied at school or something like that. And then you make the connection of eating a certain kind of food that makes you feel better emotionally. Maybe it covers over that emotional pain. Maybe it's comforting, or maybe somebody comforted you at the same time you were eating that. So let's say it's a bowl of chocolate cereal. Remember when chocolate cereals were really good? Count Chocula and Cocoa Krispies and all those kind of cereals. Let's say it's one of those breakfast cereals and you put your milk on it and you're in bliss. But now you're 45 years old and you had a rough day at work and you get home early, or you sneak out after work, head over to the grocery store and pick yourself up a box of Rice Krispies or Cocoa Krispies. That was another one back then, wasn't it? Okay. And then you eat it and it takes you back to the time when you were feeling whatever emotion you were feeling at the time. And then it covers it over just the same way it did back then. Of course, two problems with that. One, it doesn't serve you to do that, to cover over a problem rather than to express it. And number two is, of course, it's sugar, it's processed food, and on many levels, it just doesn't serve us to eat that. And the older we get, the worse problem it is. So what I'll do is find out, connect with you, and we'll find out what that emotion is, or emotions that need to be cleared in that case. Excuse me. So, what is that emotion? I'm choking on my the thought of eating chocolate cereal again. Okay. So we take out the emotion code chart. The emotion code chart has 60 emotions on it that can be negative emotions that can become trapped in your system. So we identify those, and we do that on the phone with you. And then we clear them using a magnet. This is the magnet I use. It's got a little amethyst on the front and then a magnet mounted on the back. And just by, when we're thinking about it and that energy's in the field, let's say the energy is fear. When you were the kid, you had an experience when you were very afraid, and you were comforted by that comfort food of chocolate cereal or whatever it is for you. Okay. So I identify the fear. We maybe even need to look up what age it is. Maybe it's age 5. And then we clear it. We're thinking about it. The energy of fear is in the field that surrounds us. And we do 3 swipes of the magnet, 1 and 2 and 3. And by doing that, it clears that energy of fear that you are feeling, that you're feeling now, but it originated back then. And that's all there is to it. Now, usually there are more than one. There might be several emotions that need to be cleared, or maybe there are multiple emotions of the same one that can happen too. So I look at that as well. And then there are other types of trapped emotions. There's ones that we share with a loved one, to have the same experience at the same time, same emotion. That's a shared trapped emotion. Then there are absorbed trapped emotions that you absorb from other people. Most of us are really good at it when we're young. Little kids are little sponges. They really pick up stuff from their parents or their friends or their teachers or whatever. And if it's a really negative thing, it can carry forward into our lives. Or there are empathic people that even do it as adults. And it can be a blessing and a curse. So if you're empathic, if you know anybody who's empathic, send them my way, and I can help them live a more balanced, harmonious, and joyful life through the body code. All right, so that's how you get it, and there are other ones. There's preconception, prenatal. You can inherit them from your parents, and then there's something called emotional reverberation. And once we work together for a while, I'll routinely check all of those for each emotion that we clear. So you've got the fear, and maybe let's say you have a prenatal fear. Your mother was um, fearful about whatever when she was carrying you, and you, that fetus, was able to absorb that emotion. And so you've never known a moment in your life without fear. Um, that's we can clear that. And then when we clear the underlying cause, the underlying emotion that got triggered and had you eat the chocolate cereal, then all of a sudden you find out, yeah, I don't know why I like that in the first place. I don't know. That's funny. I hear it all the time. People say, you know, I just always had a bowl of Skittles in the house. And every time I walk by, I'd grab a few. And you know what? I haven't grabbed one since we had that session 2 weeks ago. I haven't grabbed one. The bowl's still there with all the ones that were in it when they were there 2 weeks ago. Or people, this is the one that happens a lot too. They say, "Oh, gosh, I just don't like the taste of that anymore. I don't know why I ever liked um, whatever it was, whatever that food was. I can't believe I ever liked popsicles. I would eat I was eating 2 or 3 a day on my breaks and stuff. I always kept some in the freezer at work. Now I don't have them anymore. I just don't. It's not that I don't feel like doing it. I just don't even like it. I don't like the flavor of it anymore. And I've experienced that with emotions and with foods that I've deleted. And I'm now down 24 pounds in the last, what is it now? 21 months, 24 pounds. So more than a pound a month. So it's not a big lose weight quick way to do it, but I can help you to do that. And I'm starting a program, and we're going to start off in within the next 2 months, where we're going to have 4 people and myself, and we're going to meet on Zoom together. And each person in that group is going to have 3 foods eliminated, and it's going to be a 4-session program. So for 4 weeks, same time every week. Let's say we come up with Tuesday at noon or something like that, or Wednesday at 7 p.m. We will have the meeting. Each person will have 3 foods deleted. So that's 12 foods will be deleted over the course of the entire session. And then we'll have a topic for each one that will help you. And if there's any energy blocks or resistance to that, we'll clear those as well. So it'll take about an hour, and there'll be 4 sessions, as I said, and that's coming up. So if you are interested, you can just go on to this website and click contact and send me a note, and I will contact you and talk about it and find out what day is good for you because it's only 4 people. So I'll probably end up having several of these at different times and different days. And we'll be starting probably, we'll start with one and then we'll go through the 4 sessions, get feedback, and then we'll start another one after that, so we can keep the momentum going, and then maybe two on the second month, and then three on the month after that, four on the month after that. So it'll be a regular thing for me in my practice. That's my commitment for the upcoming year is to really help people overcome the barriers to living a nutritional, healthy life because I know it's worked for me, and I wasn't even trying that hard. I was just doing some deleting of foods, and all the other stuff that's in this particular group. I wasn't even doing, but of course, I had the advantage of being able to work with people individually doing body code sessions, and because when I work on other people, I get benefit as well. In fact, quite a bit of benefit. So I'm very grateful for all my customers, clients who are out there watching. Thank you so much for um, coming to me and doing this work and sending your family and friends my way. Really appreciate it. Okay, so that's the message for today, and please contact me as well if you would like a free 15-minute, we call it a whole body inventory session. We'll look at your brain score, heart score, your immune system. We'll look at organs and glands. We'll check you for toxicities. We'll check, see if you have an unhealthy level of pathogens. And we will look at your chakras and we'll test your pH. And we'll do all of that so you get a good overall picture of what you want to, where you need to work to achieve balance, harmony, and joy. And if you're over 50 years old and you're on any prescription medication at all, please come and take advantage of that free system, free service, um, um, because I can help. I've had one instance where I took one prescription med for something. I was on it for about a week, and that was 9 years ago now. And I haven't taken one since. So I know it's possible. My energy's good. I'm working out at the gym. I'm working pretty much every day for at least a few hours on this business because I just enjoy it. I love it. So find what you love and then get the energy and vitality and mental focus to do it. And I can help you do that. And it's a free session. I will ask you during that session if you'd like to be in my database, if you're not already, and get our newsletter and any announcements. And if you don't, then you don't go on it. No cost, no obligation. So just go to this website, balanceharmonyjoy.com, and click the contact button and send me a message, and I'll be back with you. So thank you very much. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be here every Wednesday at noon Eastern. And if we have any volunteers, we will do sessions on you as we go along. So thanks a lot, everybody, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.